rival camps in Malaysia's general election are wavering between appearing bullish about their chances and warning voters of overconfidence as official campaigning reaches the halfway mark ahead of the May 9th vote. Latest figures by the country's leading pollster Merdeka Centre reflect the knife-edge nature of the vote, which pits Prime Minister Najib Razak's long-ruling Barisan Nasional coalition against the Pakatan Harapan bloc helmed by his former mentor and former Premier Mahathir Mohamad. The latest edition of the think tank's multi-stage poll suggests a pitched battle for supremacy in the ruling bloc's stronghold provinces of Kedah and Johor. Both have large rural Malay populations, but federal power appears likely to remain in Najib's hands. Forget Najib. Watch Mahathir slug it out with sultans in 2018. The battle for Kedah promises to be particularly heated, with some observers saying the emergence of Barisan Nasional grandee Dame Zainab as an opposition campaigner could tilt Malay support in Mahathir's favor. Dame, a Mahathir-era finance minister who remains in Barisan Nasional's linchpin party, the United Malay National Organisation (UMNO), has said he is fighting for justice for the people and is unafraid of being taken to task by the party. Dame's open support for the opposition gives the message that you don't have to leave UMNO to defeat Barisan Nasional, said political observer Awang Azman Awang Pawi, who will take Johor, the jewel in the Malaysian election. Voters at campaign events held by both camps in Kuala Lumpur and the states of Selangor and Negeri Sembilan told This Week in Asia two key factors would determine their choice at the ballot box: whether or Najib or Mahathir should be premier, and the two camps' respective economic policies. Money can't buy support. On the ground, the premier cut a figure of composure and confidence in one event on Tuesday in the suburban precincts of Lembah Pantai outside Kuala Lumpur, held by the opposition since 2008. Najib's bullish projection of a major swing in his coalition's favor drew roars of approval. Why is she not here? She's afraid. What she is afraid of? Afraid to lose, Najib told supporters at the event, referring to the incumbent MP Nurhaliza Anwar, daughter of the jailed opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim. After 2 terms in the seat, Nurhaliza is now running in her father's former seat in the state of Penang. That move away from Lembah Pantai came after a controversial redrawing of the electoral map added thousands of new voters, mainly police barracks dwellers, to the precinct, which observers say hands an advantage to the Barisan Nasional candidate Rajanong Chik campaigning in Taitawangsa, a Barisan Nasional seat now deemed marginal. The 92-year-old Mahathir appeared equally confident about his side's chances. Najib's the election favorite, but is there a Malay tsunami coming? Mobbed by the crowd as he entered the rain-soaked rally venue, the former premier quipped, "I'm sorry I couldn't shake everyone's hands as I walked to the podium. Unfortunately I have only 2 hands, not 6, with the crowd chanting, 'Long live Tun,' referencing his honorific title. The opposition leader added, "Money cannot buy this support. Even if the other side pays supporters to come to their events, their attendance won't be as big as this." Observers and some opposition insiders say large crowds in opposition rallies may be projecting a skewed picture of the bloc's support. Charles Santiago, the incumbent MP for opposition held Klang, said he sensed some overconfidence among our supporters. They see the large crowds in the Charamas rallies and think victory is in the bag, but the extensive gerrymandering may provide a rude shock. Santiago told This Week in Asia in his campaign operations center. Battleground states, he said the opposition bloc needed a high turnout on polling for a chance to win power. On Wednesday, leading election observers speaking at a seminar on the state of play at the midway mark of polls said the key battles to watch were Johor, the southern state bordering Singapore, the Rice Bowl state of Kedah, as well as the Bornean state of Sabah. Did Najib just pocket the Malaysian election? A swing in Johor in favor of Mahathir's bloc could tilt the national contest in his favor, and Ibrahim Sufyan, Merdeka Centre's director, said there were signs of that happening. Gains in Johor Malay votes have reached a point where they are getting closer to the threshold, but at this point Barisan Nasional will prevail. Ibrahim said. The pollster, however, said he did not yet have complete data on the state of play in the state. Sabah expert Arnold Puyok said social media commentary about a Barisan Nasional revolt in the state was probably off the mark because multi-cornered fights in the state would preserve the ruling coalition's stranglehold on power. Shafi Abdul, a former Barisan Nasional stalwart, is leading a charge to seize the state, which has a mix of Malays and indigenous people such as the Kedas and Dusans and Bajaus, from Barisan Nasional under the banner of the party Warisan Sabah. The party is informally aligned with Mahathir's opposition. Shafi formed Warisan in 2016 after he was sacked by Najib for criticizing the premier over his alleged involvement in the 1MDB corruption scandal. Is Malaysia ready to move on from Najib's one-man show? In the last election, Najib's first at the helm of Barisan Nasional after coming to power in 2009, the ruling bloc garnered 133 out of 222 parliament seats. It however lost the popular vote, winning 47.4% of total votes cast. Merdeka Centre's latest poll of voters in some 75% of seats showed as of May 1, Najib's bloc would receive 40.3% of the popular vote, down from 40.8% on April 9. In his presentation on Wednesday, Ibrahim said, if elections were held yesterday, Barisan Nasional would still